Flex your animal knowledge for a good cause. KSEE Sunrise starts now. Good morning. Welcome to KSEE 24 Sunrise. I'm Brody Logan. Thanks for waking up with us. Taryn Mitchell is off today. She always celebrates Earth Day like this. This is a live look out over Fresno. It is just before 6 a.m. on this Monday, April 22nd. What is this Earth Day going to be like? Ruben Contreras has a look at the forecast.
Good weather for mankind here on Earth. We're talking about some warm temperatures, warmer compared to what we have to the weekend. A nice weekend. We did not deal with any rain for the first time in over a month, at least during the weekend. Clear skies for the most part this morning, and our temperatures more appropriate for the end of May to beginning of June rather than mid to late April. We are talking about upper 80s, maybe a few low 90s of the South Valley. Fresno at 89 and at 64 degrees this morning. Fairly mild out there. 60 in Visalia, also in the South Valley. 90 degrees today in Hanford. We're well above the average, about 76 for this time of year, but this is not record warmth. Records are actually in the mid to upper 90s. Fairly warm in the mountains for today. 80 in Yosemite, 76 in Shaver Lake, and in the foothills, 81 for Oakers this afternoon. A big cool down for everyone with some gusty winds. We'll talk about when that happens in a few minutes. For now, we'll send it back to you.
Ruben, thank you. Two people were stabbed while at a family gathering Sunday evening, and the Fresno Police Department says they are trying to find the suspect. Police say around 9:15, they responded to Oleander Avenue and Modoc Street for a report of two people who were stabbed. Responding officers reported a family party was taking place at a home in the area. An early report says a woman in her 30s was involved in an argument with family members when she then pulled out a knife, stabbed two relatives, both in their 50s, before running off. Investigators say the two victims sustained minor to moderate injuries. They are being treated. Detectives say that while actively searching for the suspect on the run, they don't think she poses any threat to the community in general. A suspect driving a stolen car in the hospital this morning after leading the Fresno Sheriff's Department on a high-speed chase. Around 2:30 last night, deputies found a stolen car near Mayfair in Fresno. When they tried pulling the driver over, drove off. Deputies chased him eastbound on Clinton Avenue before eventually losing control on Jefferson and Clovis, hitting a curb, and this was the result. You're looking live at this car that did all of that damage right here. This is near a gas station in that area and a liquor store you can see behind it. That car is now being towed away, so hopefully this scene will be cleared up pretty soon. The driver was transported to CRMC. We don't yet know his condition. Clovis is closed, though, from Barstow to 5th Street as investigators work the scene and start to clear it out so you can see just how far the closure is right now. And you see the police activity blocking Clovis Ave right there at an intersection at 10th Street in Clovis. So you will need to find another way around if your morning commute takes you through this area, but it looks like they are still working to get this cleared as that car is now being towed away from the scene. State lawmakers trying to block a new fee that is expected to be on all of our electric bills next year. Customers of our state's biggest utilities, including Southern California Edison and PG&E, will see a $24 charge every month. Due to the fee increase, regulators are trying to reduce electricity rates by 5 to 7 cents per kilowatt hour. Meanwhile, some of the communities say it's going to hurt low-income residents. The California Public Utilities Commission is expected to approve this new fee next month. Nationally, the cost for a gallon of gas is on the rise, but here at home, prices are remaining steady, but still high. The current average price for a gallon of gas in Fresno is $5.42. That's around the same price when compared to this time last week, but it is 59 cents more than this time last month. Nationally, the average price of gas is $3.67. That's a 48 cents higher when compared to last month. Just this year, prices have gone up a total of 29%. The Biden administration says the White House is focused on keeping gas prices affordable and would consider tapping into the Strategic Petroleum Reserve if needed. Looking for a way to cap off your Earth Day? How about trivia for conservation? It's at Summer Fox Brewing in Clovis. The event, running from 7 to 9 tonight, is a collaboration between the Fresno chapter of the American Association of Zookeepers and Summer Fox. Well, you can expect 4 rounds of animal-themed questions and prizes, like paintings done by the animals at the zoo. Yeah, you can win that. The president of the local chapter of the American Association of Zookeepers, or AZAC as they're known, says they even have some special beers on the menu for purchase to help raise money for saving animals and their habitats.
We picked a sour, we're calling it conservation sour. It's a blueberry lemon vanilla sour, and then we chose a blonde that is sweet, refreshing, light. If you order those drinks, then they're going to donate $2 per drink.
If you're planning to attend, ask you arrive to Summer Fox right up Clovis Avenue in Clovis sometime before 7. Also in Clovis Rodeo said to get started Wednesday, but today you can help provide life-saving care with just a little bit of time. Joining us live from the Clovis Rodeo Blood Drive is Viviana Yvonne with the details. Good morning.
Good morning, Brody. Well, Rodeo Week, it is officially here. And to kick it off, each year, the Central California Blood Center pairs up with the Clovis Rodeo to do this blood drive to benefit, so many people in the community. And we know the rodeo really prides itself on being there for members of the community. And I can't think of a better way to do that than with the blood drive. Now, we're here with Chuck. Go ahead and talk to us just about why this event each year is so important to the community.
Well, this is our 23rd year, so it's a way for us and the Rodeo Association to give back to the community. And we understand how important blood is to the community and how many lives it can save. So it's very important to us.
And talk to us just about what people need to bring out today. Do they need to wear a rodeo hat, or can they just come on in?
Today they can just come on in. Today and tomorrow is the blood drive. The rodeo actually doesn't start till Wednesday, but today they can come out and be comfortable, donate blood. That's the whole purpose of today and tomorrow.
Now, what would you say for you is the most meaningful part about being here and really seeing all the people come out to donate?
I think it's the dedication of the community. I think people in the community look forward to this event. They get a T-shirt. What you're going to see today is you got people collect those T-shirts. So there's going to be what they call vintage T-shirts coming in today. I got this 20 years ago or whatever. So it's kind of fun to watch the people come in.
Now, do people need to bring an ID or anything with them when they come out to donate?
They need a personal ID to come in. There's a process to check in and whatnot, and make sure they've had something to eat or hydrated before they donate blood this morning. So.
Okay, and doors open at
7 a.m.
Okay, and that's going to continue until
5.
Okay.
Yeah, 7 to 5 today and 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. tomorrow also.
And about how many people do you guys usually see come out to donate?
Well, we're hoping that we can get, anywhere from 600 to 800 donations between these 2 days, because the blood center is in desperate need of blood. And so our target is we always set a high target to see if we can make it.
Now, I got to ask, are you excited for the rodeo?
Hey, it comes around every year. The board, there's 18 of us on the board, and yeah, we get excited. It's a lot of work, and it's going to happen here this week, and so yeah, we're excited to see it happen. Brings a lot of people to Clovis, huge impact on the city of Clovis, so yeah, we're excited.
Absolutely. Okay, well, again, like he said, the doors open here at 7 a.m. You need to just bring your ID, make sure you've had something to eat. You also will get one of those rodeo shirts that, apparently a lot of people look forward to each year. But for now, we'll send things back to you in the studio.
It's a big deal. Viviana, thank you very much. KSEE 24 Sunrise Time, 6:07, still ahead. The latest regulations fighting to prevent landlords from discriminating against renters with pets.
Plus, our warming trend in the Central Valley continues. First, your 40-algae forecast. Oak, birch, and poplar are the top pollens. We're in the medium-high range through Thursday. I'll show you when temperatures cool down and winds pick up when KSEE Sunrise returns.
Now YourCentralValley.com pros who know.
By using third-party financing with competitive programs, your new smile can be affordable and easy. Call Better Life today to see if you qualify.
For more expert advice, go to YourCentralValley.com/pros who know.
Chevy gets it. I want it, and I can afford it can be one and the same. With Chevy Trax, a car and driver 10 best. The rugged Chevy Trailblazer. And Chevy Colorado, Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Chevy, all you want is all within reach. Connected by OnStar. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Trailblazer models. Plus, current Chevy owners get $1,000 cash allowance.
Visit your participating Central Valley Chevrolet dealers.
No touchy.
Weren't you just outside mowing the lawn?
Dad!
If only there was an easier way.
There is an easier way. Enter your address and get a customized solar estimate for your roof based on satellite data in less than 30 seconds. Call us at 559-234-3058 or visit solarnegotiators.com.
Heating up the kitchen, we got something different, spreading good vibes all day. Living in the Golden State, nada se puede comparar. Living in the Golden State, vive en el estado dorado.
Since 1960, Fashion Furniture has become Fresno's largest locally owned furniture store. It's truly the most beautiful selection of home furnishings you've ever seen by Flex Steel, Bassett, Jonathan Lewis, England, Stressless, and many more top designers. For generations, Fashion Furniture has been a part of the Valley and the lives of its people. So whether you're shopping for a car or a couch, my friends at Fashion would like to thank you for choosing local first.
The Vault Jewelers is showcasing a Tacori Bridal Trunk Show May 3rd and 4th. Handcrafted in California, each piece is designed by master artisans. Come see the Tacori Bridal Trunk Show May 3rd and 4th at the Vault Jewelers in Fig Garden Village. Call for your appointment today.
Hi, I'm Fresno Mayor Jerry Dyer, inviting you to attend this year's State of the City Luncheon, May 9th at the Fresno Convention and Entertainment Center. The future is bright in the city of Fresno. Get your tickets now at FresnoChamber.com.
We do a lot here. A little bit of this.
And a whole lot of that.
And after more than 20 years in the Valley,
we ain't slowing down.
It's something else when you can say, we did that. But it's something else entirely when you mean,
we did that.
So here's to many more, and continuing to say proudly, we did that. We have the following openings available. Contact us today.
And we're off to a mild start this morning. We had some fairly warm temperatures over the weekend, and today, matter of fact, it'll be much warmer. Outside first, to show you a live picture of the sunrise this morning from our Valley Cam. This one at KSEE Health in Visalia. A few high clouds over the South Valley this morning, but you see the sunlight peeking behind the mountain range there. 60 degrees in Visalia. Most of the valley in the upper 50s this morning. Winds are calm, and visibility there is at 9 miles. So there is some haze, especially on the east side of the valley. I think you might want to stick with iced coffee this morning because we are going to be in the upper 60s to lower 70s, mid 70s by 10 o'clock this morning under clear skies, and this afternoon upper 80s, a few spots. Kings and Tulare counties could sneak into the low 90s, but our cooling trend begins tomorrow, and we're talking about some clouds, some wind, and maybe a little bit of rain by the end of the week. We'll talk more about that in a few minutes. First, for now, we'll send it back to you.
Ruben, thank you. Mortgage rates at new highs. Monthly payments are now on average at $2,775. That's an 11% increase from just the same time last year. That's according to Redfin. Lack of building of new homes over recent years and lower payments during the pandemic are a couple of the reasons for the mortgage increase. Fewer homeowners are also willing to sell. That's another reason. Economists say mortgage rates will remain high until the Federal Reserve starts to cut rates. State lawmakers are addressing the difficulty pet owners can experience when they look for a new place to live by creating legislation that would ban no pet policies. A proposal in the state legislature would allow property owners to ask questions about pets only after they approve applicants. Landlords will also not be allowed to charge extra fees to tenants for having pets in their units. Under the proposal, property owners can still decline applicants with pets if there are safety concerns or health issues in the building. The bill cleared a state assembly committee, but needs the approval of the full assembly and Senate. Speaking of pets, nearly 400 people and their pets went out Sunday morning to David McDonald Park in Clovis for the 3rd annual Donut Dog Walk. So really just not any pets, just dogs. The event, hosted by Miss Winkle's Pet Adoption Center, featured a 2K walk with several fun stops along the way, with everything from photo ops to paw paintings, a bubble machine station. It looks like, yeah, that's the paw painting right there. Okay, there's also a pool in the back there. Every participant got a Donut Dog Walk medal, a t-shirt, and fresh local donuts. Walkers under 10 were free. All others required to pay $35 to enter, though. That money, though, going to a good cause, helping homeless pets in need.
It is very important. All the money raised go directly back to our pets here at Miss Winkle's. So for spaying and neutering or special surgeries that we may have that the pets need.
This event, while obviously a lot of fun, you can see just how much fun it was. It's making a big impact, raising over $10,000 for those pets over at Miss Winkle's.
Beautify! Beautify!
Beautify Fresno. Beautify Fresno's 2024 Great American Cleanup brought out more than 1,600 volunteers who put on gloves and rolled up their sleeves as they picked up trash across the city on Sunday. Organizers say 18,000 pounds of trash picked up in just 2 hours at the event's 24 locations. This is Beautify Fresno's 4th annual Great American Cleanup. Fresno Mayor Dyer says everyone who came out embodies the city slogan, One Fresno.
but it makes me proud of them as a mayor because people are out there restoring that curb appeal and really restoring pride in our neighborhoods. And
Everyone who participated got a free t-shirt and was then invited to a thank you party with food and music outside at Chick Chansey Park. KSEE 24 Sunrise Time, 6:14. We'll be right back with the discovery of an asteroid that could bring in a whole lot of money.
30 seconds, Emily.
There's always something happening here on Central Valley today. You never know who will pop up. Find out what's happening around town. Discover the best of the Central Valley from local businesses and restaurants. Meet the people that make our region the best place to live. You never know what will happen. Here on Central Valley today, weekdays at 3 on KSEE 24.
Isn't it time? Time to breathe new life into that tired kitchen or bath. Whether you already have something in mind or you're looking for a fresh idea, your first call should be to Nelson Dye Remodeling Specialists. Nelson Dye has been crafting exceptional kitchens and baths for more than 65 years. And when they blend their imagination with your vision, the result will be extraordinary. Nelson Dye Remodeling Specialists. Because it's time.
Attention homeowners, the winter has been hard on your AC system. Cold weather can damage your system and cause leaks that are dangerous and drive up your monthly energy bills. For a limited time, Monarch Home Services is offering AC tune-ups for only $69. Book your discounted AC tune-up now to make sure your system is safe and efficient as the spring weather starts getting hot. Hurry, this offer ends soon. Monarch Home Services. Keep home comfortable.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra. Available with the connected driving experience. And the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or get 2.9% APR for 72 months on select Sierra 1500 models.
See your Central Valley GMC dealer today.
Escape means freedom and adventure. It's in our nature with breathtaking vistas waiting to be explored. Escape means something different to everyone. Fun for families, indoor adventures, getting away every day, and excitement every night. Plan your escape to Black Oak Casino Resort. Escape your everyday.
Men and women both face factors that can impede normal hair growth and trigger hair loss. Well-Rooted Hair and Scalp Clinic has helped thousands of happy patients address hair loss and scalp disorders. Book your free consultation and get your hair loss under control. Scan now for details.
Get local news that matters at yourcentralvalley.com and your certified accurate forecasts every day. KSEE 24 News is always available at yourcentralvalley.com.
Slice fresh sandwiches, poured of subs.
Things are a little mild this morning. It's going to be much warmer this afternoon compared to what we had over the weekend. Fairly nice to have all that sunshine, comfortable temperatures, and we did not have to deal with any rain or gusty winds, but that might change by the end of the week. 64 this morning in Fresno, 61 in Bakersfield, 72 in Palm Springs, and 50s along the coast, where there's still a decent rain layer, some fog and low cloud cover. We've kind of been in a summertime pattern the past few days here. We usually see this in July and August, where it's kind of cloudy and cool along the coast and sunshine in the valley, but we're not talking about any record warmth, at least just not yet. 64 this morning in Fresno, 16 in Visalia, and 58 in Madera. It is obviously much warmer out there compared to this time yesterday, about 4 to 7 degrees warmer compared to 24 hours ago. So we are adding to our high temperatures. Also, when things warm up, the winds start to calm down. So they're going to be calm now. Then when things start to cool off, they start to pick up. Let's show you the sunrise happening right now from our Valley Cam. This one in Porterville at Eagle Mountain Casino. As we look over the casino and off to the east, you can see the sunlight peeking over the mountain range this morning. Then let's head down to the Lake Cahuilla area. This is a live picture from from Sequoia Parks Conservancy webcam. You can see the sunlight peeking over the mountain range of Tulare County and shining over the lake this morning. So high pressure's over us. That's keeping us unseasonably warm. We might sneak into the low 90s in some parts of the valley. Still a decent rain layer along the coast, and we're going to see a few clouds in the Sierra according to Futurecast. Really not expecting any precipitation, at least just not yet. It's just there's snow in the highest elevations in the mountains, some warm air, and that creates that instability that creates a few clouds here and there. Overall, clear skies for the valley. I know obviously we do got some haze out there. That's just an issue we deal with as long as high pressure builds over us. Still some fog and low cloud cover along the coast. Eventually that cool air will make its way to the valley, impacting our temperatures. Wednesday, we'll start to see some clouds roll in, and the winds will start to pick up Wednesday night into Thursday, lingering into Friday. Might even have a few showers in the Sierra. This low is going to go through the backside of California. When that happens, it loses a lot of its moisture, so that's why we're not too excited about the chances of rain in the valley. Matter of fact, they're kind of dying down compared to just a few days ago. 89 our forecast high, 75 is average, and today's record is 96. Now we're talking about a few spots in the South Valley in the 90s where we're talking about 90, 91 degrees, maybe 92 at the most. 91 in Lemoore, 91 in 5 Points, 90 in San Joaquin. 80s in the foothills today, mid 70s for Shaver Lake, even Yosemite Valley today in the low 80s, 88 in Dos Palos and 80 in Merced. And obviously air quality is monitored in all Valley counties for today. And the extended forecast shows temperatures cool off after tomorrow, still in the 80s and still warm for this time of year. More seasonable temperatures by Wednesday. The clouds roll in and then the winds do pick up. We're talking about gusty winds on Friday. There might be a few light showers here and there, but skies clear and the winds calm down by Sunday. YourCentralValley.com has your regional forecast available any time of the day. Check it out whenever you want.
Last summer, NASA sent a spacecraft toward an asteroid estimated to contain around $10 quintillion. That's a 10 followed by 18 zeros worth of precious metals. If it were harvested and then somehow dispersed equally among the world's population, that'd be enough to make everyone on the planet a billionaire. Well, then a gallon of gas would be like $1 million. Scientists don't want to harvest the asteroid, though. They say they want to study it to get a better idea of how planetary cores develop. The rock has been named 16 Psyche. Right now it's about 2.5 billion miles away from Earth. Researchers expect their spacecraft to arrive at Psyche in 2029.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, not too far away from getting that $10 quintillion.
But why is it taking so long? I mean, Alf rebuilt his spaceship in 4 years to get back to Melmac.
That's true.
In the garage in the San Fernando Valley.
And Melmac is way farther.
Yes.
And that was how many years ago? 20 years, 30 years?
Back in the 80s. Yeah. Think about the technology now.
Yeah, think about the technology now. That's right. We should have what Elf had. Alf, and not Elf. KSEE 24 Sunrise Time, 621. We'll be right back.
Coming up on Central Valley today, we're becoming one with nature on this Earth Day, the foundation that proposes nature-based solutions to today's modern problems. Plus, Gordon Ramsay called it the purest salt on the planet, the salt maker changing the industry and the planet today at 3.
Your Broadway wishes granted at Disney's Aladdin. Audiences and critics agree it's exactly what you wish for. Don't miss Aladdin, the hit Broadway musical.
Playing the Soroyan Theater May 1st through 5th. Get your tickets at BroadwayInFresno.com.
So here we go.
He is busted out there. But now he hits top gear. Putting out the surge of her career. And it's a world record again. Here we go. What a performance. Unbelievable. Always bad. That's dominates by the United States.
The Paris Olympic Games coming this summer. Brought to you locally on NBC by Toyota. Proud partner of Team USA.
It's stylish, quick, and gets up to 57 mpg. This is the all-new Prius, one of 15 hybrid and electrified vehicles from Toyota. And that beast, with all that stunt-pulling power, it's a hybrid too. Or want to kick the pump altogether? Meet the all-electric Toyota BZ4X, the hybrid and electrified vehicle leader. Toyota, let's go places.
Shingles. The rash can feel like an intense burning sensation and last for weeks. Shingles can make it hard to be there for your loved ones. Over 50, the virus that causes shingles is likely already inside you. Don't wait. Ask your doctor about shingles.
My dry eyes made me a burning, stinging 5 times a day.
Makeup smearing, drops user.
I want another option. That's not another drop.
Tyrvaya. It's not another drop.
It's the first and only nasal spray for dry eye. Tyrvaya treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease fast by helping your body produce its own real tears. Common side effects include sneezing, cough, and throat and nose irritation.
Relying only on drops? Not me. My own real tears are my relief.
Ask your eye doctor about Tyrvaya.
Eye on Education is focused on the accomplishments of our schools, teachers, students, and administrators throughout Fresno County. Heard daily on KJUL and Kino. Listen for Fresno County Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Michelle Cantwell-Kofer, sharing important information and stories of success and achievement, thanks to the generous support of the Educational Employees Credit Union and Fresno Coin Gallery. Eye on Education on KJUL 99.3 and 50,000 watt 940 KYNO.
And today will be our warmest day of the year so far. Obviously, we're in April. We still got a ways to go, but it's been a while since we've been in the upper 80s to low 90s. Got a really nice sunrise to check out this morning. This is the view from our Valley Cam outside our studios of KSEE 24. Some high clouds out there. They're mainly just going to stick around for the morning. And, of course, a little bit of haze out there as well. But Fresno this morning at 64 degrees, fairly comfortable out there this morning. Really no need for a sweater or a jacket. Then obviously no need for that this afternoon. Of course, when temperatures heat up, air quality gets worse. So it is moderate in all Valley counties for today. And we're going to be in the low 80s at lunchtime, upper 80s to low 90s for our highs today, even though we're about 10 to 15 degrees above average. This is not record warm. The records are actually in the upper 90s for late April. We're going to talk more about a cooling trend with some gusty winds in a few minutes. For now, we'll send it back to you.
Tesla cutting prices off its full self-driving capability. On Saturday, they're announcing the prices are going from $12,000 to $8,000. On Friday, Tesla announced they would lower prices of 3 models by $2,000. These price reductions are to keep Tesla in the game, as the stock has dropped about 40% just this year. Apparently, drive-through car washes could be too much for the new Tesla Cybertruck to handle, if you don't have to get a recall because it's just getting stuck on the accelerator. An owner went on TikTok sharing his experience going to a car wash to clean up after his high-tech car after a day at the beach. Put it in the garage where, well, it died. Say the screen went blank. The truck wouldn't respond at all, even doing a factory reset. Filed a ticket with Tesla, and then remotely they were able to reboot the truck, which took about 5 hours. He doesn't know what happened, but the owner's manual does say you shouldn't wash your car in sunlight. You have to put the truck into car wash mode, which the owner says and shows that he did put it into car wash mode. But now Tesla's voiding its warranty. What are you doing? What? I don't know, man. KSEE 24 Sunrise Time, 6:26. We'll be right back.
All new drill. Christina Ferrari, what are we making today? It's a lemon pasta. You had me at pasta. It smells so good. You can taste the love. Oh my God.
Today at 4 on KSEE 24.
It's never too late to learn. For 10 years, State Center Adult Education Consortium has been helping students earn a diploma, learn English, enter college, and train for a career. Meet with us and find your pathway to success.
Homeowners, if you want to sell your house fast for all cash, stop what you're doing and watch this, because Osborne Homes wants to buy your house right now.
I'm Alec from Osborne Homes, and we want to buy your house. Nobody buys more homes in California than Osborne. Whether it's a total fixer-upper or in perfect condition, Osborne Homes is the easiest way to sell your house fast, all cash. Best of all, when you sell your house to Osborne Homes, there are 0 commissions, 0 fees, plus no banks, no realtors, no repairs, and no waiting to close. We buy your house as is, all cash. Just go to osbornehomes.com right now for your free, no obligation, all cash offer. We are here ready to buy your house 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So go to osbornehomes.com right now.
Don't wait. Sell your house to Osborne Homes and put the cash in your pocket right away. Any house, any condition, all cash right now. Just go to osbornehomes.com or call us today at 800-773-0341. Go to osbornehomes.com.
Medicare benefits, Medicare supplemental plans or Advantage plans, Medicare prescription drug plans. How are you supposed to understand it all? At Valley Caregiver Resource Center, we know Medicare can be confusing. That's why we offer HICAP, the Health Insurance Counseling and Advocacy Program. Our HICAP counselors will help you understand your options, and assistance is free, objective, and confidential. Call HICAP now to schedule your appointment with our trained experts. We're here to help.
The left-leaning media, totally outraged by so many of the former president's recent words and actions,
while the right-leaning media downplaying it all. Just nothing to see. Those of us not in the partisan media business, I think, need to be trying to call balls and strikes. Here's the reality that no other cable news network can say. You can count on us to try to call out what's important and what's not.
Another reason why News Nation is news for all America.
If you're searching for a hair solution, look no further. Dr. Maj Zubi at Maj Medical Clinic regenerates hair growth through the process of PRP and stem cell treatments. And the results are amazing. Experience the possibilities. Call and make your appointment today.
Advance your future. State Center Adult Education Consortium connects adult learners to educational programs and services that can help you complete your education and career goals. Meet with us and find your pathway to success.
For 11 years, Chief Meteorologist A.J. Fox has been certified most accurate by Weather Rate, an independent agency rating every forecast every day. Don't trust any source. Trust A.J. Fox every day on KSEE 24, your local weather authority. KSEE 24 News is brought to you in part by W Furniture. KSEE 24, local news that matters. This is KSEE Sunrise.
Coming up this morning on Sunrise, a new ad from Governor Gavin Newsom addressing Arizona's abortion legislation. Plus, the latest in the trial of former President Donald Trump is opening statements getting ready to take place this morning. And how you can help save a life with a small donation of blood today over at the Clovis Rodeo Grounds. KSEE 24 Sunrise starts now. Good morning. Welcome to KSEE 24 Sunrise. I'm Bernie Logan. Thank you for waking up with us. Tara Mitchell is off today. It's 6:30 a.m. on this Monday, April 22nd. It is Earth Day. What is Earth looking like? Looking beautiful with this sunrise. On Sunrise, what is Earth going to feel like today? Ruben Gutierrez, let's look at that.
Live long and prosper. Things are going to be fairly warm across the Central Valley today. Technically, you could say it's going to be hot in some locations, and it's really mild this morning as we check out the sunrise here outside our studios of KSEE 24. A few high clouds, and obviously when things warm up here, we start to see a little bit more haze, so that is going to be an issue, especially on the east side of the valley. We're in the upper 50s to lower 60s this morning. 64 in Fresno, looking for a high of 89. We're well above the average of 76 for this time of year, but this is not record heat. Records are actually in the mid to upper 90s, but 90 degrees today in Mendota, 90 in Hanford this afternoon. It's been a while since it's been this warm or this hot. Then we're also talking about 80s in Yosemite Valley and mid 70s in Shaver Lake this afternoon, where it is a cool 36 degrees this morning. A big cool down for everyone with some gusty winds and maybe some rain for the valley, a little bit of snow in the Sierra. We'll talk about those chances in a few minutes. For now, we'll send it back to you.
Ruben, thank you. Two people were stabbed at a family party Sunday evening, and the Fresno Police Department says they are trying to find the suspect. Police say around 9:15, they responded to Oleander Avenue and Modoc Street for a report of two people being stabbed. Responding officers said some sort of family party was taking place at a home in the area. An early report says a woman in her 30s was involved in an argument with family members. She then pulled out a knife, stabbed two relatives in their 50s before taking off. Investigators say the two victims sustained minor to moderate injuries. They are being treated. Detectives say that while actively searching for the suspect on the run, they don't think she poses any threat to the community. A suspect driving a stolen car in the hospital this morning after leading the Fresno Sheriff's Department on a high-speed chase. Around 2:30 last night, deputies found a stolen car near Mayfair and Fresno. When they tried pulling the driver over, he drove off, and deputies chased him eastbound on Clinton Avenue, eventually losing control on Jefferson and Clovis, hitting a curb near a gas station. The driver was transported to CRMC. We don't know his condition yet. That car has been removed, but Clovis and Barstow through 5th Street is still closed. Also new this morning, a fire causing extensive damage to a Fresno home. Crews say it started around 3 this morning in the open garage of a home on Shields Avenue near Palm. Firefighters say the flames spread to the home through an attic. No one lives at this house, but firefighters say it was being prepared to be rented out. The owner told firefighters there was a person who was trespassing. The owner thinks they may have tried to get inside the home before that fire started. An 80-year-old woman was hit by a driver in the intersection of Olive and Hughes in Fresno. That woman taken to the hospital where she is still in critical condition. Officers say this happened around 7 last night. The driver did stay on the scene and is cooperating with the investigation. Now to the corner of Clovis and Herndon Avenues, where a parking lot was under several inches of water Sunday afternoon after police say a driver hit a fire hydrant with their car. The water could be seen shooting up high into the air as Clovis City crews work to shut it off. You see it there in the background. Officers say a Chevy Tahoe was leaving the parking lot just after 5 when the driver hit that hydrant and then drove off. It took about an hour for that water to be shut off. Police say no one was hurt, but several cars parked near that hydrant did get some water damage. Governor Newsom hoping to draw attention to the Republican policies that make it difficult for residents of states with abortion bans to travel to other states for abortion care. That's his words. This comes as his administration rolled out a fictional video showing 2 women driving and being pulled over by an officer who demands they take a pregnancy test before arresting her. This is an ad that the Newsom campaign is putting out. Governor Newsom calling abortion the moral issue of our time.
The fact that we now have a ban goes back to 1864 in the state of Arizona, and they're celebrating 1864. I thought the Republican Party wanted to put a wrecking ball to the 21st century. Now they want to recreate the 19th century. So for me, it's chilling and goes well beyond just the issue of women's reproductive care. It goes to access to contraceptions, voting rights, civil rights, LGBTQ rights, this consequential moment that should absorb most of our focus, not some of the other tangential things that tend to get a little more focus at this precious and important moment in American history.
Newsom is set to introduce a bill this week to assist women traveling from Alabama seeking abortion care. With the final members of the jury selected, opening statements are set to start today in what is expected to be a 6-week trial for the Donald Trump hush money case. Washington correspondent Basil John is in New York City in front of the courthouse with a look at what we can expect.
The panel of New York jurors will decide Donald Trump's fate in the first criminal trial of a former U.S. president. After days of questioning and vetting, a jury was selected for Donald Trump's hush money trial. Last week, Trump again insisted the case should never have been brought.
This is really a concerted witch hunt, very simple.
The trial starts with opening statements. Prosecutors will lay out their case, alleging that Trump covered up his scheme involving adult film star Stormy Daniels, fearing it would hurt his campaign in 2016. He's pled not guilty.
This is a giant witch hunt to try and hurt a campaign that's beating the worst president in history.
Trump is doing double duty as a defendant and presidential candidate. Over the weekend, he had to cancel his first rally since the trial started due to weather.
We'll make up for this very quickly at another time.
South Dakota Republican Governor Kristi Noem says it's ridiculous to bring these charges up after all these years.
To do it conveniently during a presidential election when he's campaigning to return to the White House, I think, proves that this is all politically motivated.
Trump faces more than 30 felony counts of falsifying business records. He could face up to 4 years in prison if convicted, though it's not clear if the judge would opt to put him behind bars. Reporting in New York City, I'm Basil John.
The Clovis Rodeo is set to kick off on Wednesday, but today you can help provide life-saving care with just a little bit of your time. Joining us live from the Clovis Rodeo Blood Drive is our Viviana Yvonne with the details. Good morning.
Good morning, Brody. Well, in just about 15 minutes or so, doors are going to open and hopefully people are going to start to fill these seats here behind me to donate some blood. And here to talk to us just about, the shortage and why this partnership with the Clovis Rodeo is so important is Elise here with the Central California Blood Center. Just talk to us about why this is so important.
So we host this annually, and we're expecting about 450 donors for both days. So we're going to be here 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. today, Monday, and tomorrow, Tuesday. And we're just hoping to get the community together and give the gift of life. Every donation saves 3 lives, and we service over 20 hospitals. So we want to be able to provide that blood for our hospitals here in the Central Valley.
And I know some people might not really be too aware with the shortage in the Central Valley. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, it's constant. We always have patients in the hospital, trauma, births that require blood. So we want to make sure that our patients here in our valley have what they need.
Now, what do people need to bring with them today when they come out to donate?
Yeah, you just need your photo ID. Make sure to drink plenty of water, have something to eat before coming in and donating, and just take an easy day to yourself and know that you saved 3 lives.
Now, I know some people may be a little nervous if they've never donated before. What do you have to say to them to kind of like ease their nerves and kind of walk us through that process?
You know, the feeling that you get after giving the gift of life is way more greater than a little poke in the needle or in the vein with the needle. And it takes about, 30 to 45 minutes start to finish to save somebody's life that is in need here in our Central Valley.
Now, I also know that you guys are giving some stuff away, and there's also a raffle. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, so we have a raffle for the rodeo tickets, and we also have our annual rodeo T-shirt that our donors love. So, yeah, just come on by 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. today and tomorrow, and you'll receive our T-shirt and then be entered to win a raffle.
Now, where can people go for more information if they aren't able to make it out on either today or tomorrow?
Yeah, you can visit our website at donateblood.org, and we have a list of blood drives near your location, wherever you live, and we service 5 counties, so we're everywhere. And we also have a center in Visalia, and then a couple centers in Fresno, and then a center in Fresno.
Perfect. Okay. And again, doors will be opening here at the Clovis Rodeo Hall at 7 a.m. Make sure to bring an ID. Make sure you eat something so you're not feeling too wheezy afterwards. And again, this is really a great cause to start off rodeo week. Really just donate some blood and also to donate your time. We'll have more details later, but for now, Brody, back to you.
KSEE 24 Sunrise Time, 6:39, still ahead. The rising trend that's being called quiet vacations, and the health benefits that can come along with them.
And our warming trend of the Central Valley continues. First, your 40 altitude forecast. Oak, birch, and poplar are the top pollens. We are in the medium-high range through Thursday. I'll show you when temperatures cool down and winds pick up when KSEE Sunrise returns.
Tonight, the playoffs begin with guest mentors Maluma and Saweetie.
Best performance ever. Y'all better watch it.
The Voice, new tonight on NBC and Peacock.
You are the master manipulator.
Oh! You're the biggest deception artist here. The biggest offer in Deal or No Deal history. Go. This is war.
Deal or No Deal Island, tonight on NBC and Peacock.
Winter weather can cause serious, dangerous damage to your AC system. Monarch Home Services is offering AC tune-ups for only $69. Book now to make sure your system is safe as the weather starts getting hot. Offer ends soon. Monarch Home Services. Keep home comfortable.
If you're looking for a one-stop shop, here at Quality Furniture, we have that. Like our new appliances that just arrived. We have our washers and dryers on sale. You can get the set for $28 a month. We just got our nice stainless steel refrigerators. We have this nice, beautiful one right here that has a lot of space in it. So if you're the type that likes to put a lot of food, we have this nice set. We have it on sale for $29 a month. We have 5 years with no interest and no money down. With good credit, bad credit, or no credit, we'll get you approved in our 2 locations in Fresno and Visalia.
We've never spoken, but you've told us many things. You told us you love stargazing, almost as much as you hate parallel parking. Remember how you forget to charge your phone? All good. That heavy right foot of yours? We got you. The Lexus ES didn't begin in a studio. It began with you.
This is our story. At Fresno State, we're the pride of the Valley, and we display it for the nation. That's what Bulldog Spirit is all about. Those who came before motivate us to dream big. We know our potential is limitless because we've seen what Bulldogs can do. Unleash your talent for your family, for your purpose, for yourself. This is where your Bulldog story begins.
Escape means freedom and adventure. It's in our nature with breathtaking vistas waiting to be explored. Escape means something different to everyone. Fun for families, indoor adventures, getting away every day, and excitement every night. Plan your escape to Black Oak Casino Resort. Escape your everyday.
Winter weather can cause serious, dangerous damage to your AC system. Monarch Home Services is offering AC tune-ups for only $69. Book now to make sure your system is safe as the weather starts getting hot. Offer ends soon. Monarch Home Services. Keep home comfortable.
And it it is fairly mild out there this morning. Temperatures this afternoon warmer compared to what we had over the weekend, and then temperatures drop off fast. Let's take you outside first to show you a live picture this morning from our Valley Cam. This one in Porterville at Eagle Mountain Casino. You can see the sun is already up and shining bright over the mountain range of Tulare County this morning. 59 degrees there. Most of the valley, upper 50s to low 60s. Everyone is much warmer compared to this time yesterday. Not bad to have breakfast, lunch, or dinner outdoors. Take advantage of the pleasant conditions, even though it's going to be a little warm for this time of year. Mid-60s at 8 o'clock this morning, low 80s at lunchtime. During the dinner hour, about 6, 7 o'clock this evening, we'll be in the mid-80s, but our highs today, upper 80s, maybe some low 90s in the South Valley. But starting tomorrow, things cool off and the clouds roll in later on in the week with some gusty winds. We'll talk more about the possibility of a little bit of rain in a few minutes. First, for now, we'll send it back to you.
Ruben, thank you. A new report revealing heat-related hospital visits hit record highs across part of the U.S. last year. According to the CDC, the majority of ER visits for heat-related illness like heat cramp, stroke, sunburns all occurred from May through September. Last year, all areas across the country saw at least one day where heat-related ER visits were at an extreme level. Last July and August saw an almost 50% higher rate of ER visits compared to the average peak rate from 2018 to 2022. A new career trend. It's called chrono working. It allows employees to work hours according to their circadian rhythm. Managers are scheduling work hours that align with employees' life rhythm or family demands. An HR performance specialist says factors are based on if the person is an early riser or more prone to stay up late at night, or if there are family demands that required of the worker. The new trend may have positive impacts on the employee's well-being. Increasing stress levels in daily life are fueling a trend called quiet vacations. Quiet vacationing is where you get away from the hustle and bustle of your everyday life and enjoy time in another place with nothing on your to-do list, not trying to hit 19 different places and take pictures of it for social media. Studies show people who take more time off have better overall health, reduced stress, and lower blood pressure. Also, spending time in nature and disconnecting has shown benefits to mental health. Some tour guides now even encourage visitors to lock away their phones and just immerse themselves in nature. Want to immerse yourself in another locale and already booking your summer travel, you're not alone. A record number of Americans are expected to fly somewhere this summer. But even with more customers, some airlines say they have fewer planes than they'd like. Marissa Parra has the details.
Summer travel is expected to soar to record highs, but a potential shortage of planes looms on the horizon.
And that's leaving airlines really bracing to make sure that they can handle that onrush of travel demand.
U.S. airlines this year expected to receive 40% fewer planes than they planned for last year, according to industry group Aerodynamic Advisory, which means one thing for your travel budget.
From a consumer standpoint, with demand strong and supply relatively weak, that's a recipe for higher airfares.
United Airlines and Southwest pausing hiring. United even offering their pilots unpaid leave. Alaska Airlines, along with Southwest, unsure how many flights they can fly, calling their capacity forecasts uncertain. All of the airlines pointing directly to Boeing's 737 MAX production delays. The aviation giant facing quality control scrutiny and under investigation by the FAA after the door plug blowout in January. Boeing's number of airplanes deliveries sank to 83 in their last quarter compared to 157 the one prior.
You've got this effort to return to 2019 levels of jetliner production. Airbus is getting there. Boeing is stumbling pretty badly.
Boeing CFO Brian West saying last month, we're deliberately going to slow to get this right, and we're the ones who made the decision to constrain rates on the 737 program. All of this on the brink of sky-high travel demand. Major airlines bracing for a huge travel season following a record-setting year for TSA travel numbers.
It means higher prices, but also planes that are going to be more full than they would otherwise be.
Airlines now have just months left to course correct before summer travel takes off. Marissa Parra, NBC News.
Hi, I'm Fresno Mayor Jerry Dyer, inviting you to attend this year's State of the City Luncheon, May 9th at the Fresno Convention and Entertainment Center. The future is bright in the city of Fresno. We're rolling up our sleeves and getting down to business, laying the groundwork for growth that will take Fresno to the next level. I can't wait to see you and share our plans for the exciting things on the horizon. And believe me, the best is yet to come. Get your tickets now at FresnoChamber.com. That's FresnoChamber.com.
The biggest stars spend the morning with Today. This week, Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt, plus Jerry Seinfeld live. And this morning, Kevin Bacon at the Footloose High School to kick off a prom day for the ages. Only on Today.
It's that time at Burlington to spring for savings, spring for styles, spring for your favorite brands for a lot less. For low, low prices, just spring into Burlington. You'll love the deals. You'll love Burlington. Wow.
Your Broadway wishes granted at Disney's Aladdin. Audiences and critics agree it's exactly what you wish for. Don't miss Aladdin, the hit Broadway musical.
Playing the Soroyan Theater May 1st through 5th. Get your tickets at BroadwayInFresno.com.
It's pouring at Table Mountain Casino, and you're scoring showers of free play. We're showering $2,500 in free play down on 24 players just for playing their favorite games. Earn 1,500 points on your rewards card select days in April, noon to 8 p.m., and you're automatically entered to win. Lucky days and epic nights are getting luckier and more epic. Only at Table Mountain Casino Resort.
At Donald P. Dick, we aren't just HVAC specialists. We are a certified Lennox dealer. That means we offer the most energy-efficient products on the market, with savings you can see and perfect air you can feel. Your comfort is our passion, and we're with you every breath of the way. Enjoy great comfort and lower energy cost. Call Mr. Cool today and save on Lennox with special incentives and rebates from Donald P. Dick Heating and Air, 255-1644.
Life, diabetes, there's no slowing down. Each day is a unique blend of people to see and things to do. That's why you choose Glucerna to help manage blood sugar response. Uniquely designed with Carb Steady. Glucerna, bring on the day.
See why hand battered is better with the $6 chicken basket. Our 100% white meat chicken is always just a batter dip away from becoming its own golden treasure. Batter up. Make our app your first mate and order ahead to skip the wait. Long John Silver's. This year.
Your character matters. Tuesdays at 5 on KSEE 24, local news that matters.
It is fairly mild out there this morning. It's going to be unseasonably warm this afternoon, and technically you could say it's going to be hot. We are talking about some spots in the South Valley in the low 90s later on today. 57 in Hanford, 60 in Visalia, 58 in Madera, and 64 in Fresno. Everyone is much warmer compared to this time yesterday, about 5 to 7 degrees warmer compared to 24 hours ago. So we're adding to our high temperatures, our warmest day of the year so far. And of course, these temperatures are warmer compared to what we had over the weekend. It was really nice, comfortable temperatures, plenty of sunshine. We did not have to deal with any rain or gusty winds or clouds for the first time in several weeks for the weekend, but things will change later on in the week. And of course, when things warm up, the winds are calm. Outside first to show you a live picture from our Valley Cam. This one at the Tulare outlets in Tulare. You can see a little bit of a breeze here, but overall winds are going to be calm for today. We're looking off to the north. You see clear skies this morning. There are a few high clouds here and there on the east side of the valley. Also a little bit of haze. That's just an issue we deal with as long as high pressure is building over us. And we will see more cloud cover in the Sierra compared to the valley develop this afternoon. There's still some snow in the upper elevations of the mountains, and of course the warm air, the instability creates a few clouds out there. Same deal for tomorrow, and the coast still doing with some fog and low cloud cover. That cool air will eventually make its way to the valley. As we move forward into Wednesday, we'll see a little bit more cloud cover for the valley foothills and the Sierra. Things for the most part stay dry, but there could be some isolated showers in the mountains as this low pressure system comes through the backside of California. When that happens, they lose a lot of their moisture, so that's where we're not too excited about the chances of rain later on in the week, but things are definitely going to be cooler, a little bit more cloudy, and definitely with some gusty winds. So high pressure is over us for the next few days. Still unseasonably warm for today and tomorrow, even though tomorrow is going to be cooler. And we are talking about some spots in the South Valley in the low 90s. Fresno at 89 today, cutting it kind of close. It's not too unusual to have temperatures in the 90s for the month of April. On average, they happen around the 23rd. Today is the 22nd. And
they found a pearl inside a clam while having a romantic dinner. Next, Inside Edition. Look at them now. They're getting married. Watch the next Inside Edition.
Inside Edition tonight at 7 on KSEE 24.
Join KSEE and Exceptional Parents Unlimited at the 31st Annual Fiesta de los Niños, Saturday, May 4th at the Grand on the Bluff. Miracles happen when we support families in our community. Get your tickets today at epuchildren.org, presented by Calviva.
100% of dark spots are intensified by the sun.
Bright Reveal Daily Sunscreen.
No white test. We're SPF every single day. Rain or shine.
Anti-dark spot sunscreen by L'Oreal Paris.
Why do dermatologists worldwide recommend La Roche-Posay? Effective skincare like La Roche-Posay Double Repair Face Moisturizer delivers double action to help repair skin's barrier and provide 48-hour hydration for healthy-looking skin. La Roche-Posay.
At Donald V. Dick, we aren't just HVAC specialists. We are a certified Lennox dealer. That means we offer the most energy-efficient products on the market with savings you can see and perfect air you can feel. Your comfort is our passion, and we're with you every breath of the way. Enjoy great comfort and lower energy cost. Call Mr. Cool today and save on Lennox with special incentives and rebates from Donald P. Dick Heating and Air, 255-1644.
Homeowners, if you want to sell your house fast for all cash, stop what you're doing and watch this, because Osborne Homes wants to buy your house right now.
I'm Alec from Osborne Homes, and we want to buy your house. Nobody buys more homes in California than Osborne. Whether it's a total fixer-upper or in perfect condition, Osborne Homes is the easiest way to sell your house fast, all cash. Best of all, when you sell your house to Osborne Homes, there are 0 commissions, 0 fees, plus no banks, no realtors, no repairs, and no waiting to close. We buy your house as is, all cash. Just go to osbornehomes.com right now for your free, no obligation, all cash offer. We are here ready to buy your house 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So go to osbornehomes.com right now.
Don't wait. Sell your house to Osborne Homes and put the cash in your pocket right away. Any house, any condition, all cash right now. Just go to osbornehomes.com or call us today at 800-773-0341. Go to osbornehomes.com.
If you're looking for new furniture, consider American-made designs from Fresno's Fashion Furniture. Beautiful, handcrafted Amish dining room from Trailways. An Amish bedroom by Premier. Artisan Post and Benchmade by Bassett. Jonathan Lewis, Flex Steel, England, Michael Nicholas, Southern Motion, and so many others. In fact, it's likely the largest and most impressive selection of American-made furniture you've ever seen. All from my friends at Fashion. There's nothing like it in all of California.
You're watching KSEE 24, local news that matters.
Here's a look at today's top stories. Police still looking for a suspect after 2 people were stabbed at some sort of family gathering, family party at a home in Fresno. This is just after 9 Sunday night. 2 people stabbed at that party near Oleander Avenue and Modoc Street. Police say a woman in her 30s got into some sort of argument with her family members. She then pulled out a knife, stabbed 2 of her relatives in their 50s before then leaving. Investigators say the 2 victims sustained minor to moderate injuries. Police are still searching for the suspect, and they say that suspect is on the run but does not pose a danger to the community at large. A person's in the hospital this morning after a high-speed chase in Fresno. It started just after 2 this morning. Deputies spotted a stolen car near the Mayfair district in Fresno. The driver drove off. Deputies say they were going around 80 miles an hour, ended up at Jefferson and Clovis Avenues. That's where the driver lost control, hit a curb, crashed next to a gas station. The driver was taken to the hospital. Clovis and Barstow through 5th Streets still closed at this time. Also new this morning, a fire causing extensive damage to a Fresno home. Crews say it started right around 3 this morning in the open garage of a home on Shields Avenue near Palm. Firefighters say the flames spread to the home through an attic. No one lives at the house, but firefighters say it was being prepared to be rented out. The owner told firefighters there was a person who was trespassing, may have tried to get inside the home before that fire started. Nationally, the cost for a gallon of gas on the rise, but right here at home, prices are about steady. The current average price for a gallon of gas in Fresno, $5.42. That's right around the same price compared to this time last week. But it is 59 cents more than just this time last month. Nationally, the average price of gas is $3.67. That is 48 cents higher when compared to last month. This year alone, prices have gone up a total of 29%. The Biden administration said the White House is focused on keeping gas prices affordable, and they are considering tapping into the Strategic Petroleum Reserve if warranted. State lawmakers are addressing the difficulty pet owners can experience when looking for a new place to live. They are creating legislation that would ban policies that ban pets. A proposal in the state legislature would allow property owners to ask questions about pets only after they approve applicants. Landlords will also not be allowed to charge extra fees for tenants that have pets in their units. Under the proposal, property owners can still decline applicants with pets if they have safety concerns or health issues. The bill has cleared a state assembly committee, but it still needs the approval of the full assembly and Senate. If you're looking for a nice way to cap off your Earth Day, how about trivia for conservation at Summer Brewing in Clovis? The event is running from 7 to 9 tonight. It's a collaboration between the Fresno chapter of the American Association of Zookeepers and Summer Fox Brewing. Well, you can expect 4 rounds of animal-themed questions and prizes, like getting paintings done by animals at the Fresno Chaffee Zoo. The president of the local chapter of American Association of Zookeepers says they have some special beers on the menu for purchase, and each of those beers purchased raises $2 for the cause.
And it's going to be fairly warm today. You can, matter of fact, say hot for this time of year. Let's take you outside. First, to show you a live picture from our Valley Cam, outside of Meadow Lakes in Fresno County. You can see that we do have some temperatures that are going to be a little warm for this time of year as we move into some parts of the valley for this afternoon. And of course, these temperatures are more appropriate for the end of May to beginning of June rather than mid to late April in Central California. Here's our Valley Cam on the valley floor. City of Fresno looking off to the southeast this morning. Clear skies here. A little bit of haze way off in the distance. That's just an issue we deal with as long as high pressure starts to build over us. And of course, up in the mountains, it's going to be a beautiful day for the valley from the north all the way down to the south. Speaking of the south, here's a live picture this morning from our Valley Cam at Eagle Mountain Casino in Porterville. You can see mostly clear skies here. We're in the upper 50s to lower 60s this morning. And of course, our temperatures this afternoon, upper 80s to low 90s. 89 our forecast high. Fresno could make it to the 90s. We do have some spots in the South Valley that will sneak into the low 90s. And of course, it's not too unusual to be in the 90s in April. On average, it happens around the 23rd. Today's the 22nd, so we'll see what happens there. Not record warmth. Records are in the mid to upper 90s for this time of year. Low 80s tomorrow. We're in the mid 70s on Wednesday. The clouds roll in and the winds start to pick up into Friday. Maybe just a few light showers, but there's a better chance of rain and some snow in the high Sierra. The good news is skies clear and temperatures start to warm on Sunday with more sunshine. Temperatures in the 50s for our overnight lows.
Okay, so we could reach 90 today.
We could.
But then nice little breezy, cool front coming through.
By the way, haven't seen it in a while, so anything new or?
Yeah, just a daughter. She's awesome. Stay tuned for today's show. That's on next. We'll be back at midday.
Good Monday morning, a historic day ahead.
Yeah, the trial of former President Trump begins. It's April 22nd. This is Today. Opening statements for the first time ever. A former president on trial in a criminal case accused of falsifying business records to hide hush money payments to a porn star ahead of the 2016 election. What to expect in court today and the possible impact on the 2024 race. Crisis on campus. Columbia University making all classes virtual amid concerns from Jewish students.
I no longer feel safe on campus.
Pro-Palestinian protesters carrying on for days at the school. Even after police stepped in to arrest dozens of demonstrators. We're live with the very latest. House divided. Some Republicans calling on the Speaker of the House to resign.
Mike Johnson has betrayed America.
After working with Democrats to pass a massive foreign aid package for Israel and Ukraine. We're live on Capitol Hill with what's next. Clock's ticking. Congress moves one step closer to banning TikTok over national security concerns.
Please just contact your state senators.
Some TikTokers urging users to speak up. We're live with the fight over the app's future. To the rescue, strangers braving raging flames to save a driver trapped inside a burning SUV.
There's a moment where we thought we literally lost him.
The daring moments caught on video. Those stories plus, not proud. Country star Morgan Wallen breaking his silence about his recent arrest for throwing a chair off the roof of a Nashville bar. The message he's sending to fans. And class act.
So great to be here.
Kevin Bacon returns to the same school where he filmed Footloose 40 years ago, delighting students.
I just like Kevin Bacon.
And dancing through the same iconic halls.
I don't even know how to do this anymore.
Inside the unforgettable homecoming, today, Monday, April 22nd, 2024.
From NBC News, this is Today with Savannah Guthrie and Hoda Kotb from Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
Well, good morning. Good to see you. Welcome to Today. It's a Monday morning, 10 a.m. on the West Coast. Savannah is off this morning. Craig's back from vacation. How about, first of all, Kevin Bacon looks the same 40 years later.
He does not age. He does not age. And I guarantee you, Hoda, still probably has the moves as well. He was back at that high school where Footloose was filmed after the students begged him to show up for months.
They were squealing, I met Kevin Bacon.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool.
We'll go there live in just a moment, but we are going to start this morning with Donald Trump's criminal trial here in New York. The former president back in the courtroom this morning with opening statements getting underway.